Hey, what is up, you guys? Clausnex here, and today I want to talk about depression. Why is everybody so depressed in the fall? Okay, not everybody, but a lot of people. I think that it seems like it's a common trend that people just kind of get down in the fall, and that's people are coming off of this high from the summer. That's like the most surface level issue is like, oh, we're coming off the summer, the weather's about to get bad, blah, blah, blah. Got to go back to regular routine, stuff like that. But there's got to be something a little bit more to it than just summer's ending, fall's starting. I think that people get seasonally depressed, and I think that it's just part of our annual cycle in the way that, a lot of like Western culture is, maybe culture around the world, that you work hard on the weekdays and you have the weekends off. And then, you kind of ramp up from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday. Finally, it's Friday, Saturday, boom, Monday sucks. And we go through this cycle. And I think that annually, it's just that same cycle, but on a bigger scale. We got all pumped up for summer, and then boom, we crash and we go into the fall. And so why is that, aside from the weather? Because is it really the weather that's making people depressed? I think that there's more to it. I think that there's something that is ingrained in us because of our culture that makes us super depressed in the fall. So, if you go back to as early as you can remember, why does the fall suck for you as a kid? Well, because summer was when you played and had fun, and then in the fall you have to go to school. You didn't want to go, your parents made you go, you had to go. But you started this cycle from an early age where the fall sucks. So then you just become sad in the fall. And it's okay to be sad and depressed, it's natural. I'm just kind of talking about this phenomenon of seasonal depression. So is it really just as simple, though, as, well, this sucks and this doesn't suck, and I'm coming from this place that sucks into this place that doesn't suck? Well, I think it's also this period of transition, right? And I've talked about this in my podcast about depression, but no matter what you're doing, transitional periods suck. So when you're going from a place where you're comfortable to a place where you're not comfortable, it kind of sucks. So we have this on small scales, and we have this on large scales. Like a big scale transitional difference is when you're between jobs. It can be really stressful and depressing. Right when you come out of school, or you come out of the summer and you're going into school, you're in this transition period, you're leaving one comfort zone and going to another. And it's not even necessarily that the area you're going into is worse, or that it sucks compared to what you were doing, but it's different. So comfort zone isn't necessarily that you're leaving a comfortable place for a bad place. It's just a transition in general. So that's why I think this affects people who aren't like going back to school in the fall, but the fall still sucks, right? It's this period of transition where things are changing, and it's hard for us because now we're in this stage where we have to adapt. So I guess I'm reflecting on this now because I've had school as a part of my fall since I was a kid, right? And this is my first fall where I'm not going back to school. But I notice that, it starts to get a little bit cooler in the air. The wind gets a little, and I'm Canadian, so this is from my Canadian perspective. But the air starts to get a little bit cooler. Leaves start to fall off the trees. You start to just, all of those different sensations that you feel, the things that you smell, the sounds, the taste of the dry, cool air. All these things make me think of school, getting up early, all these bad things. I have all these negative feelings and emotions that just hit me as soon as the fall comes. Whether I want them or not, they're there. So now it's like weird, man. Like I'm getting all these feelings of like depression and being upset, and I'm not even in school. Like the reasons why I'm depressed aren't even happening anymore. Another thing, like fall always makes me think of the football season. Get that cool air. I start thinking of late evening football practices, cold football games on the weekends. That's just something that I associate with fall. What's going to happen next year when I'm not playing football anymore? What am I going to feel? I'm still going to get these emotions of depression from school or going back to an old routine, and all these feelings of football that aren't going to be there. So it's like all these mismatch of emotions that really don't mean anything. They're just ingrained in you. So what's the point of this video? The point of this video is maybe just to be aware of the fact that it's okay for you to feel like you're depressed in the fall, And it's not like the world sucks or anything. It's a part of you. It's been a part of you since you were a kid. It's a part of the way that our culture views the fall. Everyone is like complaining about the cold and stuff, and it's like, when I really think about it, I don't mind the fall. I kind of really like the fall. But again, the point I want to drive home here is that things are culturally influenced. So don't feel guilty or ashamed if you feel depressed in the fall, because I think it's really normal. It's something that's ingrained into you on an emotional level. So what you want to think of is all the things in fall that make you feel good. Okay, so football is one of those things for me. A lot of people enjoy when you can start to wear like cozy sweaters and sit by fires and stuff like that. There's a lot of all these other really cozy, nice emotions, and we're kind of transitioning soon into the Christmas period, Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So there's a lot of good emotions that come with fall too. So if you're feeling depressed, it may just look at your life and you can think it may not all be that bad. What you have going on in your life could be really good for you. What you're doing right now in your life could be the best place for you to be. So just because you're depressed may not mean that you're doing the wrong things or that you don't like your life. It may just be that it's just the season, right? It's just a changing of the seasons. You're in this transition period. It's a natural human emotional thing that you're going through. So keep your stick on the ice. Keep going. Things may not be that bad. All right, that's all I'm going to say today. I ranted. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you haven't. It would really help me grow my channel. Classics out.